Hey guys, it's Cece, and today I'm here to talk about my September TBR. September is here, I have lots of books to read, and just like last month, they are mostly advanced reader copies. I just have a lot that have built up, and most of them are coming out in September and October, so I want to read them all. It's possible I've overestimated my abilities, but when don't I do that? Let's just jump in and talk about all the books that I want to read this month. First up, and I would argue this is the most exciting we have, Not Your Villain by C.B. Lee. This came last night, and I screamed a little bit. This book is the sequel to Not Your Villain. It is a series called the Sidekick Squad that's all about queer superheroes, basically. Not Your Villain is about a trans guy named Bells, and I have been dying for this release. It's my most anticipated release of the entire year. I have a full review of the first book, Not Your Sidekick, which I will leave linked up on the screen if you want to go check that out, but you've probably heard me gushing about it already. I'm so excited. This book comes out on October 5th, but I will be reading it as soon as humanly possible and getting at least a written review. You'll hear gushing, I'm sure. We also have A Line in the Dark by Malinda Lo. This book comes out on October 17th. I think it is going to be kind of a spooky read. It's about mysteries and queer ladies and a boarding school. It's a thriller, so that's about all I know, but that's kind of all I need to know. I really only need to know queer ladies, but if you're also gonna add boarding school and thriller, I mean, that's just like adding layers of amazing onto an already great idea. Plus, I absolutely love Malinda Lo's writing, and I am so excited to read this. We also have Jane Unlimited by Kristin Cashore, which comes out on September 19th. Please don't make me try to explain the plot of this book again. I don't know. I don't know what it's about. It's really weird. This book is about a girl named Jane. Her guardian aunt dies, and then an old acquaintance invites Jane to an island where she'll have to make decisions about her future. 5 choices lay before her, and each of them is going to like drastically alter her life. But I think the big thing with this is that each choice has kind of like a different genre going on, so even if this seems like contemporary, there's more to it. See, I told you not to make me explain this book again. Kristin Cashore is one of my favorite authors. She wrote the Graceling Realm series, and that's one of my favorite series. I think that she is just a gorgeous writer, so this book could be about anything and I'd still be excited about it, but hearing some of the reviews I've heard, I think this is gonna be good. And the last arc on my TBR is Forest of a Thousand Lanterns by Julie C. Dow. This is a retelling of the Evil Queen kind of origin story. It is an East Asian fantasy, and it's supposed to be super dark. This book is about a girl named Ji Feng, and she is foretold to be the future empress, but she will only gain this role if she embraces the darkness within herself. I've been hearing about this book for well over a year, and I am thrilled that I finally have my hands on it. I am really getting back into retellings finally, and I hope that this is just another great one that I can add on to the stack at the end of the month. I also have 2 books that I really want to read that aren't arcs, but this is where I get into overestimating my abilities. The first of those 2 books is the 5th season by N.K. Jemisin. This is epic fantasy. It's adult epic fantasy, which is gonna take me even longer. I don't know a whole ton about the plot of this book, except that it is being billed as this is the way the world ends for the last time. Like, this is the true ending of the world. Also, there's something about the power of the earth being wielded as a weapon. I've heard nothing but incredible things about this book, to be honest with you. Just absolutely amazing things. It's supposed to be diverse and thrilling, and I've really wanted to read something by N.K. Jemisin. This is the first book in a series, a trilogy, The Broken Earth. I really want to read it, but it's long. It's very long. And the last book of my TBR is A Conjuring of Light by V.E. Schwab. This is the 3rd and final book in the Shades of Magic trilogy, but not the final book in this world. Okay, but really, did you guys hear the news? Like, V.E. Schwab is writing 3 more books in this world, plus she is writing a new female assassin book. This is all very good. I have, like, everything V.E. Schwab has said she's going to be writing in the next 10 years on my TBR already. I can't. But the Shades of Magic trilogy is a fantasy trilogy in which there are 4 parallel Londons, and there is one guy named Cal who has the ability to travel between them. There's Grey London, Red London, White London, and Black London, which has been gone for so long it's become the thing of myth, but the other Londons all have varying degrees of magic. It's an absolutely amazing series. I have loved the first 2, but this one has been longer, which I know Everyone keeps telling me this isn't going to take as long as I think it's going to take to get through, but it's still intimidating. Seriously, if I don't start reading this like halfway through the month of September, I need each and every one of you to come on Twitter, on Instagram, on Goodreads, on YouTube, I don't care, and I need you to personally yell at me about not reading this book yet. I bought this when it came out in March, and this is ridiculous. I have to read it this month, okay? Hold me to that. Please hold me to that. Honestly though, I just need to know what happens to Rye. Like, I mean, I want to know what happens to Kel and Lila and everybody, but Rye. Okay guys, there you go. Those are all of the books that I'm planning on reading in the month of September. Like I said, and as you can probably see, this is kind of ambitious for me. I haven't been reading quite as much lately, but hopefully I can do it. Let me know what you are reading down in the comments below, plus let me know what you think of what I have chosen to read this month. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye!